Hey everybody, how are you? Where everyone wears frozen smiling masks and no one ever blinks? It all starts when 12-year-old Lila moves into her late grandmother's crooked, creaky house at the edge of the woods. But upon arriving in Marrowville, she notices something peculiar. Every resident she passes on the street is stuck in a perpetual grin, sporting a mask-like smile. Good afternoon? Would you like some tea? Perhaps a nice chat? Startled by the talking cat, Lila asks if he's real. Mr. Fluff responds that he's not a hallucination. Instead, this house has a way of making wishes come true. Just as he finishes his sentence, the floor gives way under Lila's feet. One mask stands out, capturing Lila's attention. It features a young girl who appears to be crying, offering a glimmer of hope that someone might have broken the curse. In the reflection, Lila notices disturbing details like a hanging noose and a meat cleaver. All the adults wear the same frozen smiles seen on the townspeople, while the children are missing, implying they were the ones who disappeared. Lila realizes that the music box is a portal between worlds. Driven by determination, she returns through it. Terrified, she flees to her own home, only to find that her reflection is now wearing her grandmother's smiling mask. Even more unnerving, nobody seems to acknowledge her presence, and they all seem to be completely blind. Staring vacantly ahead with soulless eyes, Mrs. Periwinkle asks if Lila noticed that everyone in town is smiling. Realizing that she can't stay in a place where her reflection could still harm her, she says goodbye to Mrs. Periwinkle and Mr. Fluff, promising to always remember him, no frowning allowed. We poured our hearts into every frame, and we hope you enjoyed watching it as much as we enjoyed making it. A huge thank you to our amazing team who made this film possible. If you liked the film, please don't forget to hit the like button and share it with your friends. Your support means the world to us. Until next time, stay curious, keep creating, and remember, a smile can be a disguise, but curiosity always shines through. Thanks for watching. As Lila drives away, we see that the carnival has returned, its tents and rides silently swaying in the wind. Lila emerges from the house with a relieved smile, finally breaking the curse. Finally, we pan to a close-up of Mr. Fluff, who removes his sewn-on smile, revealing a sad and lonely expression underneath. Townspeople, regaining their humanity, express gratitude to Lila for freeing them. Mrs. Periwinkle embraces Lila, thanking her for ending the nightmare. And Lila races against time to find her grandmother's diary, hoping to learn how to undo the curse. However, the true price of this happiness was the sacrifice of children, which is why nobody in the town had any children themselves. She finds an entry stating that the only way to break the curse is to make the music box stop playing. When Lila admits that she hasn't taken much notice, Mrs. Periwinkle warns her not to smile back at them, saying it won't end well. As the portal closes behind her, trapping her reflection, Lila remembers the bloody meat cleaver from the mirror world. She grabs it and smashes the box, releasing a swarm of black butterflies. The music stops abruptly, and light floods in through the now open window. She then advises Lila to stay indoors after dark, because nighttime in Marrowville is full of surprises. Welcome back to the channel. Each mask amplifies her emotions until she encounters the music box from the attic. As the melody fills the room, the keyhole of the chest aligns with the music box, forming a portal. Lila steps through, finding herself in a mirror version of Marrowville. She explores the town, which is eerily quiet and empty. She finds an old carnival ticket stub with a faded stamp that reads "Forever Smiles." Further investigation reveals a secret passage behind a tapestry, leading to a dusty room with a locked wooden chest. There's a keyhole in the shape of a smile on the chest, and Lila realizes it matches the shape of the ticket stub. Suddenly, a clock tower chimes midnight, and Lila runs home. Back in her room, she finds a diary belonging to her grandmother. The diary mentions a mysterious carnival that appears only once a year, and her grandmother planned to leave town that day but never did, including a hidden attic filled with dusty relics from a bygone era. And there, she discovers an old music box that plays a hauntingly beautiful lullaby. The music stirs something deep within Lila, pulling her towards the window. She gazes out at the moonlit town and witnesses a peculiar sight. Everyone has vanished, leaving their houses eerily empty. The townspeople gone, the music box leads her on a magical adventure through a wardrobe, opening up to reveal a snowy landscape under a blood-red sky. Today, we have a very special treat for you. We are so excited to be bringing you our first ever animated short film, No Frowning Allowed. This spooky 3D cartoon will take you to the eerie, fog-drenched town of Marrowville. As night falls, the town becomes even more eerie, and Lila is desperate to escape. However, her grandmother's house holds its own secrets. Embracing her adventurous spirit, Lila ventures outside. Determined to unravel the mystery of Marrowville and its missing inhabitants, as the wind picks up, we hear a whisper, "Welcome to Marrowville," introducing us to our protagonist, Lila, who's moving into her late grandmother's home. The house looks like it's about to fall apart. Lila, wearing a frown, walks past the "Beware of Dog" sign and enters the yard. This is our original story, and we can't wait to share it with you. So let's get started. The camera pans across an abandoned carnival, focusing on a sign that reads "No Frowning Allowed." Inside the house, we meet her pet cat, Mr. Fluffers. He has stitched lips and welcomes Lila by saying, The next morning, Lila helps Mrs. Periwinkle, her neighbor, carry groceries. That evening, Lila sneaks out, despite her neighbor's warning. Determined to uncover the truth, Lila searches for clues in the attic. With the chest unlocked, Lila finds an array of carnival masks, each resembling the grinning faces of the townspeople. Driven by curiosity, Lila puts on the mask and feels a surge of energy, prompting her to try another. Everything is reversed and the townspeople appear normal, free from their grotesque smiles. However, their eyes remain vacant, suggesting their souls are trapped. In the attic, Lila discovers an old photograph of her grandmother with a group of friends. Now understanding that she's in the mirror world, Lila removes her grandmother's mask, revealing her reflection's face underneath. The portal starts to close using a screwdriver. Lila attempts to wind the box, but it's locked. Startled, the townspeople turn towards the source, their vacant eyes regaining their life. Lila asks about her grandmother, learning that she was part of the Forever Smiles cult, which sought eternal happiness through the carnival. The next morning, Lila prepares to leave town. Inside one of the tents, we find a chilling nursery rhyme written on the wall, adding another layer to the town's sinister history. And that's our first ever animated short film.